We are officially live, people. This time we got video and everything for y'all. This is the super belated podcast starring Easy-E Eric himself, the writer of Rafferty Undead, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Dark Dimension LLC owner. And I'm the humble artist, Art of Lunatik here, you know what I mean? Back in effect. I know we've been gone for too damn long, but we back. And we about to talk about some little spooky shit. You know, I got my homie Chucky in the background. He with us too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
There.
Yeah. So we good to go, homie.
I'm trying to set up my, there you go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Finally.
All right. People. How you been, man?
I've been good, bro.
All right, for sure.
Just got married like 2 months ago.
Yeah, married man now.
It's a lot different, you know? A lot of different responsibilities, a lot of different things you got to do.
Damn.
Man, it's just like a whole different life, bro.
I bet. But it's a new page, though. It's a new page in your life.
It's a new page, cool, different things, different routines. Cool. And yeah, man, but I got to start getting back into writing because I stopped writing once I started doing all this whole wedding preparation. It takes up a lot of your time, you know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You got a lot, so many.
Oh, my God. We lost Eric, people. Hold on. We having technical difficulties. He's back. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
There he is.
There
all
we
right.
go.
All
okay.
right.
What was I saying?
Wedding. The difficulties of married life has hindered your writing process for the moment, you know.
Yeah, for the moment. But now that wedding is over and all that's done, and we got our routine settled, I know when I can start writing again. I know a good time I want to start writing, so I'm gonna use that window and then get back to doing it. Thing is, you just gotta stay consistent with writing. It's like anything else that you want to accomplish in life, you just gotta stick with it. You gotta make yourself accountable for what you do,
right?
And just stick to it. Kind of like you with your art, right? Like whenever you're trying to finish a piece, you have to push yourself to get on the drawing board.
Yeah,
every night.
Even on the days you don't feel like it.
Exactly. Even on the day, it's like working out too for those people that don't feel like working out or understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't feel like going to the gym, but it's not because you feel like it. It's because you know you have to. You already programmed yourself to go. Get your ass up and go to the gym and get what you got done. Like work too,
you know, like going to work, you know. You don't feel like going to work, but you have to go. You know, you got to make money. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. At least you get a compensation for it at the end of the day because you get paid.
Yeah,
but with
true.
us,
we don't see that.
It's different. With our practice, we don't really have anything promised.
You know, that's interesting you bring that up, though, because I was going to say, I seen a post. I forgot if it was on Twitter or something, but the guy was like, you know, I feel like almost like sorry or something for like our writers, because writers don't really get to preview what they're doing, really, you know what I mean? Like they don't get to put their stuff out till it's done, you know what I mean? So, and artists, we could just be like, here's a work in progress, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We can do that shit, but with writers, it's a little different, man. It's a little tricky.
Yeah, it's something that you have to wait for a long time.
Yeah.
But there are some writers that do have that, that do program themselves to write every night at least 10 pages.
At least 10 pages.
My hat's off to them because I don't know how they do it, bro. 10 pages a night is 1,000 words a night. It's crazy. But like I said, it takes time and something you have to do. Nobody's gonna tell you to do it. You gotta push yourself and do it. And sometimes you can't wait on motivation because anything you accomplish in life, I think 10% of it is motivation, and then 90% of it is actually you committing yourself to do it.
The discipline. Yeah.
Exactly. The discipline. Just discipline. Takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's where I'm at right now.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
What about you? Are you working on anything new? Any new projects?
Yeah, I'm working on a few pieces. One that I'm particularly excited about is this Batman one I'm doing for the Batman, the movie. So it's
the new one, right?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah. So it's going to be like a poster type art that I'm doing for it. You know what I mean? It's really cool. Speaking
of Batman, how do you feel about the guy playing Batman from Twilight?
I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I like how he looks as Batman.
Yeah.
But his Bruce Wayne is off to me. He reminds me more of Matt Murdock, from Daredevil. That's who he reminds, because he had those glasses on. Like, he looks like Matt Murdock, but
he doesn't come off as a Bruce Wayne.
Nah, what the director said though is he still hasn't found that persona though. That Bruce Wayne swag. He hasn't made that persona yet. So he's still like a troubled, angry, dude. You know what I mean? And I read the synopsis for it lately. They said he's more like a serial killer right now. Like his mind state is that fucked up. So it's really it's come from a dark place.
He looks kind of dark. He looks emo, kind of.
yeah, emo. Exactly. He has that emo look. I've never really seen any of his movies though, but people have said outside the Twilight movies that he's a good actor.
No, he is.
You know what I mean?
That is absolutely true. I have seen some of his work outside of it. Yeah, and he's a good actor, man. That guy's got good range. Yeah, he can act. He can. I see some of his dramas. He's a good actor. So I can see him pulling this off as Bruce Wayne.
He looks dope in the cowl though. Like he looks.
Yeah, cool. He does. He does look cool. I also read that he's not disciplined with working out. He's one of those people. He's like, fuck working out.
Oh, I remember that like earlier last year or some shit.
Yeah. I remember he was slacking it.
yeah. That COVID life. Yeah.
Like COVID life, man.
Man, speaking of Batman,
I saw some of your work also. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go off on a rant. Never mind. I'll bring it up in a minute.
All right.
It's Batman related.
No, I was gonna talk about your Predator piece.
Yeah.
That was dope, man. It was really cool. I really like that one, bro. You got all the characters in there. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got the guy that played Apollo. I forget his real name.
Damn, I'm blanking out right now, but yeah.
I'm blanking out too. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And all the characters in there. Yeah. The Native American dude, the one that dies on that bridge with the knife. That was a sick ass scene.
Too bad we didn't get to
did
see
a great
the fight,
job.
though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You could just imagine it though, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, well, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see. I don't know if you remember that movie. It's about aliens and they send people to a planet and then they hunt them.
Oh, Predators, the 2010 one?
I think that's the one, yeah. And then there's a cool ass scene where he fights a samurai.
Yeah, that is a
gangster.
Cool scene. Yeah, he was like a Japanese Yakuza.
Yeah. That was, and he won that fight. That was a cool scene. It was cool cinema too, right there. The way they shot it. Yeah. Like that.
I like that.
Yeah, man, that piece you did was dope.
Thank you.
How long did that take you?
Well, that took a while, man. It took a few weeks, man, because I had to make each character. Now it was a little struggle though, just getting, making them look like the characters, the facial features and everything.
Right.
The camo was hard to draw too, so yeah.
Who gave you the most difficulty?
I forgot the dude's name. I'm blanking out, but I think he was in The Heat of the Night, the show or some shit. The black dude that got his like the Predator shot him in the head in the movie.
Oh,
his boy died.
I'm gonna have you some fun.
Yeah. When I drew him at first, he looked like Debo. I was like, he looks like Debo. Like, fuck. Like I got to change the features on it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it came out really good though.
I appreciate that, man.
Have you put that on a shirt yet, or how you sending that?
I think so. I think I did put it on TeePublic. It hasn't really sold though. I guess people haven't seen it though. It's like I just need a different way to promote it or something. It's weird how people buy some shit and they don't buy others. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So
algorithm.
The algorithm.
Yeah.
Fucking algorithm. And it changes all the time too. Yeah. And you have to keep up with it. That's the whole thing about social media. You just got to keep up with this shit.
It's hard. It's hard to keep
It's like you got to put a lot of time into it.
Yeah. My TikTok has been recently getting a lot of hits though.
That's good, man.
I started it. It's like some of my Chucky pieces because, the Chucky show is coming up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I seen 2 episodes of it. It's pretty cool, man. It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that they're just expanding his story and his backstory in it, So I think that's what's cool about it. But I guess because of that show's popularity, like kids are looking more into Chucky. So I've been getting hits on how to draw Chucky in those videos I made and stuff like that. So that's cool.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
I was telling somebody like Chucky and Michael Myers, man, they're the most successful slashers from the 80s, man. Like they're
still here.
Still popular, yeah. Like Freddy's not here. The other slashers haven't been doing well. Jason hasn't been doing well. But Jason's because of a legal thing, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. Yeah, something, I don't know, somebody had the rights or something like that. I can't remember exactly the backstory, but whatever legal issues happen with that, hopefully it gets resolved because I need me some Jason. Wait, they haven't been a Jason.
We haven't. technical difficulties with Eric's signal right now, so I don't know. I might have to put this on pause for a little bit till we get back. Hold on. All right, we're recording. We're back, people. Just had a little internet issue, you know. So how bad.
What the hell was I saying?
I forgot.
Don't you hate that?
We're getting old, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's age or what the hell it is, but it happens to me, man.
Too much weed, too much beer in our life, alcohol, you know, kids
Killing
stay
all
off
my
drugs,
brain cells.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or else you end up like us.
What'd you do for Halloween though?
Let's see, nothing much, bro. That weekend of on Friday night, I did buy tickets to a club, but the club was on a boat.
Oh
cool.
Shit! Oh, nice.
Yeah, it
Fancy.
was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a real cool party, costume party, of course. $50 enter per person. So me and my wife, we went as skulls. She dressed up as this little cat suit, and then she painted her face, one half of the side, one half of her face, and then she painted my other half of the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
So we look like yin yang. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was fun. It took off. It took off from the Long Beach port. It was about a 3-hour tour. And it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I did for Halloween. The following day, Saturday and Sunday, I didn't do much. Just chilled around the house. She works on the weekend, so she doesn't get off until 9.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So wasn't much to do. And then when she gets off, she's pretty tired. So didn't do much. Just watch a scary movie. What the hell did I watch? Damn, I can't remember what I watched. Oh, I remember now. I watched Lamb.
I heard this is weird. Huh? I haven't seen it.
It's a fucking weird ass movie, bro.
It looks weird from the trailers.
Do you want me to tell you what happens?
Yeah.
Or do you want to watch it? All right. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
If anybody, put the sound effects in there. If anybody is interested in watching Lamb, spoiler alert coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. It sucked.
Wow.
It sucked because I went thinking that it was a horror movie. It's not. It's just a weird ass fucking movie.
Damn.
about a lamb. It is a little. Here's what happens. Okay, in the beginning, it starts off really creepy, and I thought, "Oh shit, is that the devil or something?" All you hear is something walking with thundering footsteps, and it's breathing really hard, kind of like a ram or some shit, like a goat. But it stands really tall, and it's walking through the mountains, and it scares the animals. Like it scares away wild horses. They run from it, and then it walks down to a farm. In the farm, the sheep are looking at it, like they're bewildered by what it is, and they're a little afraid of it. And then it cuts to a different scene, and it seems like it is what happens. Whatever this thing is, it has sex with one of the sheep, and the sheep, the female sheep, walks out like super tired, like she just got rammed. she just falls super tired, like she got the living shit fucked out of her. And then like weeks later, it has a baby, and the farmers look at it like, what the fuck? But they don't show what it is in the beginning. Not until several scenes later, they show that the baby has the head of a goat, a lamb, and the rest of it is human. So it's got a human arm.
It's like a mutant.
Exactly. It's like a mutant. So they raise it like a baby. And I guess because they had a daughter and the daughter died, it doesn't really explain how the daughter dies. You just know that because you see there's a scene where the girl, the lady, the mom, is at the tomb and just hanging out there with her lamb.
Wow.
And she names the lamb the same name that her daughter was, which is Ada.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, towards the end of the movie, the father comes back, and it's a ram. It's like half man, half lamb. So it's got the horns, and it's got the face of a ram, but the rest of his body is man. It's this big, tall dude, like 7 feet tall.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's super weird, but it's the way what he does. You want me to tell you how it ends?
Go ahead. Fuck it.
He ends up
Spoiler alert.
he ends up shooting the adoptive father, the farmer, the adoptive father of the little lamb, the little whatever thing it is. He shoots him. He shoots it with his own rifle.
Okay.
Instead of, I thought, it would have been cool if he like eats him or some shit like that, or tears him apart, something gory, but
yeah,
fucking shoots him. I was like, wow. It's a really crazy movie, and I think it has meaning.
Yeah, probably like a metaphor or something.
Yeah, what I took from it was, whenever you fuck with Mother Nature, it's gonna fuck with you back.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what I took from it. But yeah, it's definitely not a horror movie. And if you're going into it, don't have expectations of a horror movie.
Expectations.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how I spent my Halloween, watching this fucking wild ass movie about an actual lamb. Yeah. It's not just a name. It's really about a lamb.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Anyway, how was your Halloween?
I had to work. I didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't really get to do anything too cool this year, man, because COVID, mainly because of COVID, because at the parks, at the mazes, they require a vaccination thing. And so I'm vaccinated, well, my girl isn't, and then my other homie isn't either. So I really didn't have anybody to go with, and they didn't want to do all that. It was just too much obligations and shit. And then some other things happened that just caused, this October to not be all that great. But fuck it, we'll just do it next year, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll be alive and I'll be able to go and, have fun and everything. But right now, because of COVID, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Things a little different.
Yeah, things a little. But I watch, horrors, movies, and all that kind of shit.
Oh, I finally watched The Exorcist Part 3. You remember telling me?
Oh, you did watch it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
I don't think I ever seen it before. I don't know why, but it just completely missed my radar.
That's crazy.
And then I saw that it was on Netflix. I was like, let me take a watch. It was good, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did you see the humor that your boy, the author, injects into it? Like it's some really weird, dry humor. Yeah, it
was really cool. That scene with the old lady walking on the ceiling.
That's just funny.
That was creepy.
That's just like unintentionally funny too, though, because she's like Spider-Man. I was like, what the fuck? Crawling and shit. But the old people were creepy. You know what I mean? The voice too, the old lady voice was fucking creepy.
And when she kills the priest, that was a creepy scene when she kills the priest.
Yeah, the end's kind of crazy too. It's like the special effects and everything are pretty wild when they do the exorcism. But I really like it. I like the actor too, man. The detective, like he's really cool, man. I really like him and his the relationship he had with his friend, the priest that died.
Oh yeah,
like I love their little banters. Yeah, like odd couple type thing. It was weird. Yeah, but it's funny. Yeah,
it was really cool.
No doubt. I got to see. I don't know if we talked about it, but I'm wearing the shirt right now. The Candyman, the new 2021.
How was it?
I liked it. I know there's been a little bit of controversy over it because a lot of people saying it's been like it's a little bit too woke, things like that. But I feel like the original Candyman was like that as well. It was just a little bit more subtle about it. But it's the original one's told from this perspective of the white lady, Helen. Yeah. And so this one's a little bit different because you have a black artist and he's trying to gain fame and he finds out about Candyman. And that person actually turns out that he was in the first movie at the beginning. He was a baby that Candyman had chosen to keep the legacy of Candyman going. Or as Candyman would say, his congregation. He likes to keep the legend and the mythos going so he could stay alive. It's like, I feel like it feeds his power, it's almost like Freddy Krueger, how fear, gives him power or whatever. Yeah. Right. So it's kind of the same issue. I like the cinematography in it. It was really cool, man. Like Nia DaCosta, she's really good at that. But yeah, some of the the stuff they talk about is a little bit on the nose, with the police brutality and everything. But it's relevant, you know what I mean? So, my only real complaint really was not enough Tony Todd in it, man. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, but Tony Todd was the guy, that played the original Candyman, and he is. But he comes out in it. He's in this, but it's like at the very end. You know what I mean?
Is he Candyman?
He is Candyman, but basically what's going on, there's other Candyman. Like the myth.
There's other Candyman.
It's supposed to, I guess in a way it represents generational trauma of Black people, you know what I mean? Like they've been, because there's like several stories going on. Like there was like the Candyman in this one is like this guy that was an actual Candyman that gave out candy to kids. And basically, something was happening to where some kids ate some candy that had some blades in them, and the police thought it was him because, you know, he's Candyman or whatever. And he was creepy, though. I'm not going to lie. It was creepy. He's coming out of holes and shit in the projects. But the police go, and that part was set in the 70s, and they basically kill him and shit, you know what I mean? And just like brutally kill him. And so he becomes, in a way, a Candyman, part of the mythos. And so he carries on that. But what I think is cool about it is they kind of give out the idea that it's a hive mind type thing. So, you know, like bees. So it ties back into that. So all these other kind of people that are taking on the Candyman mantle are really just part of the original Candyman. And he's really the head. And so I think that was cool about it, you know. But I just miss Tony Todd because he had a really good presence and he had that voice, you know what I mean? And so, but the main character, he slowly becomes Candyman. So there's some cool body horror though, because in the beginning, there's a bee that like bites him and shit, and he starts like his skin just starts getting really nasty. He starts picking at it and shit. It's like really gross, man. It's like, and towards the end of it, there's this crazy ass scene that happens where he's just getting mutilated, and it's just crazy. And
but so it has some of that 80s body mutilation type of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, good. Like the music and shit's cool, but it's not as good as the first one, I would say, but it's definitely up there, man. It's definitely one of the best sequels because, you know, Candyman had other sequels back in the 90s, but they weren't, you know, all that great. But this one's cool though, you know what I mean? So hopefully, you know, if they make another one. It did well though. Like I heard it did well at the movies and everything. So
you know what really did well at the box office? It made over 50 million.
What's that?
Halloween.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. And I went to go see it at the theater.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Went to City Walk. I took my wife there. It was the first time. She loved it.
Oh, really?
She's being a tourist, taking pictures everywhere and shit.
Yeah, City Walk's cool.
But yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? I thought it was cool, but what I really hated were the cheesy moments. It dies tonight. Like shit like that.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah. I didn't see it, so I haven't seen it yet. My girlfriend's seen it. No, she's seen it, but I didn't get to see it because we didn't go to movies. But
I'm not going to give you the spoiler. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I do hate the way that it ends.
You know what? You could spoil it for me. At this point, I don't really care because I've heard so many people on Twitter talk about it. And it's just, I don't even care anymore.
Okay, I mean, all right. Well, obviously he doesn't die, right? Because there's another one coming out. I completely forgot that they had signed one more. I completely forgot about that until
I seen the poster.
I saw the movie. Yeah. So. The death scenes are awesome. They're cool. They're a little throwback to how gruesome they used to be back in the 80s. So I love that stuff. The whole
gore,
gruesome death scenes thing going. But some of the acting was questionable. Some of the cheesy lines in there were questionable. Some of those things that I just was like, really?
Evil Inside? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. And then everybody in the hospital is chanting it. And Evil Inside. Like, oh my God. This is too much. And then the way it ends too, I didn't like the way it ends.
I heard a lot of people say that. Yeah,
it was kind of stupid. It could have had a different ending, but the way they went with it, and then the way that they recorded it, the way they filmed it, it was just, I don't know. It could have been a lot better in my opinion.
Oh wow!
But obviously, it sets it up for just the following movie. I forgot what the name of it is.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fun watch. It's really cool.
The original characters are in it, huh? Like characters from the other series.
That was really cool to see.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what got me interested in it. To be honest, I was just like, it's cool that they brought the other characters from the other movies, but it kind of confuses me on what timeline they're going with, though. You know what I mean? So I'm not really.
They explain it too, though. So
they do explain it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they explain it. Cool. And they show these characters where they came from and how they fit into this movie. So they give a little explanation, which is cool for those people who haven't seen the original.
Oh, okay.
But it's like any other Halloween movie, bro. He's gonna live. He's not gonna die.
Yeah, I know. Like in remember Halloween H2O? Like it ends with him getting his head chopped off.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then Resurrections is like, oh no, that was like a dream. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
It was a paramedic, I think.
Oh, that shit was stupid. I hated Halloween Resurrections. That shit with Busta Rhymes and shit in it, man. Man. That's one. Let's
not even talk about it.
yeah. That's just.
I actually think I went to go see it at the theaters. With high expectations. Yeah,
wow. I like H2O though. H2O was cool, man.
With Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Yeah, because they set it up to where like it's similar to the one that just came, the one that came out in 2018. Basically, she comes back to face him or whatever.
Yeah,
and she had a son and all that. But it has some cool.
Josh Hartnett or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot. He hasn't been in any movies lately, but he was a cool actor though in the 90s.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. But I like that movie. It was cool. LL Cool J in it and shit. But it was cool, man. I liked it.
Yeah,
did you hear?
If you like Halloween, you'll like this movie. So for anybody that's interested, just don't expect too much from the ending. Of course he lives, Well, what do you expect? It's Halloween. It's Michael Myers,
and they got to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna ask you something on here. Hold on. Did you know about one of the stars from the original Night of the Living Dead died? One of the cast. It was I think it was the wife of the dude that was in the basement. Remember that? Like,
oh yeah,
I think it was her. I forgot her name though. The actress.
It's an old ass movie though, so she must have been pretty old too though.
Yeah, hell yeah, she came out in the 60s and shit.
Yeah. But, well, R.I.P. to her, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm not too excited about. Do you remember the Lost Boys, right? The vampire movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's low key. That's one of my favorite vampire movies, man.
Me too. Love that film.
I tried to go visit the what's that shit called? The place in Santa Cruz, the Boardwalk.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did go to it. I was with my mom doing it. It was too packed though, man. I was like, I was scared, COVID and all that shit because my mom, her age.
Right.
And I was like, well, we'll just skip this shit and just keep on going to San Francisco. But I do want to return and go on there. But
okay.
What I heard in the news is they're making a remake.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. They have a good cast though. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't seen the cast, so I don't know who's in it, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I've seen the sequels. Have you ever seen those? Direct to DVD. Yeah, not so great.
No,
not so great at all.
There's something about the original, man. It just made it cool.
Yeah, it's like it's of its time.
The leather jackets.
It's the 80s.
The 80s, yeah. If it's that guy with the saxophone and the spandex, I don't know.
That scene never made sense to me until now that I found out that the director was gay. You know what I'm saying?
Was he?
Yeah, because he's the same guy that made Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, so now I'm like, now this makes sense to why certain scenes in that, in that movie were like that. Because I think even the main character, one of the teenagers, he had like some poster of some half-naked dude in his room and shit. I was like, what the fuck? And so, but now it just makes sense. I'm like, that makes sense. Makes total sense.
He filmed that just for his own kicks.
Exactly, yeah. So that's where that comes from. But it's a good movie, man. Like the soundtrack and everything. We'll see.
Hopefully this remake is good. Some remakes are good. Some remakes aren't that great.
Yeah.
What did you think about the remake of what is this movie called? It's also a vampire movie, and Colin Farrell comes out in it.
Oh, I know what you thought. Fright Night. Yeah,
Fright Night. Yeah,
I liked it. I
did too.
Yeah, it was fun.
I thought it was cool.
It was cool. Yeah, I like the 80s one too. You know what I mean? But they're both cool to me.
Yeah, I did like it. Like I said, some are good, some are some are just terrible.
Yeah, it was like a new take on it. I did like what they did with it. It was cool. Like it was set in Vegas, and it made sense. Like the vampire dude worked at night. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. I'm like, that makes total sense. I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in a while. You know what I mean? But it was cool. I don't know what else I've seen. I'm trying to remember what else I've seen.
Have you seen anything on the Shudder? That Creep Show? Have you seen any? Is it?
I was kind of half-assed watching it because I was drawing and watching one of the episodes, and I didn't pay enough attention to it. That's the problem. So that's why it's kind of a blur to me. I was just drawing and just had my mind on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still watching Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, The Walking Dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm still watching that show after 120 seasons.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, man. Oh,
yeah, it was.
Hold on. Give me a second. I think my the bell rung or some shit. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick.
Pizza man.
All right, people. Sorry about that. Girl Scout cookies came by, and I didn't get any cookies, but I got some chocolate covered almonds. You know what I mean? So, I've never really bought any from Girl Scout cookies, but I heard they're good. You know what I'm saying? So
they are good, bro.
I went in.
Try the coconut ones next time.
Oh, damn, I should have. Yeah, I love coconut, like chocolate covered coconut, and that's always good.
Oh man, they're so good. I haven't had one of those bad boys in forever.
They be trying to punk you though at the stores with sometimes the Girl Scouts and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, mister. Yeah. Just like, God damn, I got no money over. You know, they're ruthless, man. But, shout out to the Girl Scout cookies, man.
Shout out.
Yeah. So what were you talking about?
See, there he goes again. I can't remember. Fuck.
Well, have you ever? Do you like Gremlin movies? Did you ever like get into the Gremlins?
I thought they were funny. Yeah, they were cool.
Did you remember the knockoff versions though? Like I think it was Ghoulies. Ghoulies,
I remember.
And those were like super cheesy, like B movies. You know what I mean? I remember they had another one. They had a few of them, though. Some of them were like really bad. One came out like in 1993. I was in Colombia still, and I remember I watched it. It was so fucking whack. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, it was terrible, man. It's nothing like the originals.
I think Critters was really the only one that was like good knockoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Critters was cool. I did like that one.
I liked all, like, I think they had made like 3 or 4 of them and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked them a lot, even though as cheesy as they were entertaining, man. Like, it was cool, man. Like, they were like aliens and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know?
It was cool.
Oh, my bad. Right. I was going to say, did you know Gremlins is like based on real life, like mythos or whatever?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Cause, in the original one of the guys does mention it. He was like, "Oh, I was in World War II and they had gremlins and we were fighting them and shit." You know what I mean? And, but that's where it comes from, though. It's weird. If you ever look it up, it's they were blaming gremlins for like technical difficulties on planes, like when planes would fuck up. And it's actual like an investigation. Like it was like they took it really serious. It's fucking bizarre as fuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you should look it up, man. Heard about that. It's really crazy, man. That's why Bugs Bunny. I don't know if you remember. There's a Gremlin episode, old 1940s. Yeah, and that's the only time that somebody like outsmarted Bugs Bunny and fucked him up instead of the other way around.
Oh wow!
Say he was fucking with Bugs Bunny hard. Bugs Bunny couldn't keep up, dude. I was like, damn. Bro.
Damn,
outsmarted Bugs, man. That's crazy, yo.
I gotta see that, man.
Yeah, that was a cool episode, man. That's one of my favorite episodes, man, too. Because Bugs Bunny trips out. He's like, what the fuck?
Is it like an all black thing? Like it's all black and furry?
Yeah, it's a weird. Well, on that show, it was weird. Yeah, it was like a weird looking alien looking thing. It's hard to describe.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen it. I can't.
He was on a plane. I think he had a helmet on or some shit, but he was like this little weird. He didn't look like the movie Gremlins, though. He looked like different. He was like this little short little thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It was weird, but that shit's funny.
One of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes is that Gremlin one where he's fucking up the wing of the plane.
There's something on the wing. Something. They have 2 the original William Shatner one.
Yeah.
And then they had the movie version. Too. Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about, or which one do you prefer?
Well, I actually prefer the William Shatner one, the black and white.
I do too, but it's funny, like the suit, it looks like a big ass. That shit's funny, but it is cool, man. It's like the acting in it's pretty cool, man.
I mean, William Shatner, bro, you can't go wrong.
He went to space, man. That's crazy, yo.
At 90 years old.
I probably couldn't do that shit, man. I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. He looks young, dude.
He still looks good.
He looks like he's 70
years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look like he's 70, right?
He got all emotional and shit, man. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Captain Kirk made it. For sure.
Captain Kirk, man. All we need is what the other dude, Picard. You know what I'm saying? From Next Generation. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little on the trekie. I'm not hardcore, but I did catch some some of the movies and you know what I'm saying? Some of the shows and shit, man.
Do you prefer Star Trek or Star Wars?
That was always an argument back when I was a kid. I remember.
Yeah.
But back then, I was definitely more Star Wars than Star Trek.
Star Wars. Okay. Back then, what about now?
Well, because Star Wars. Well, some of the Star Wars, like the movies, I didn't like the recent movies, but I did like the shows. Though, you know what I mean. So it's still hard. I think I still would say Star Wars, man, over Star Trek, because Star Trek's kind of it's a little bit uneven for me the way it goes.
Actually, I can't argue with it because I never actually saw Star Trek, so I don't know what I would be comparing it to.
It's
the
more
only
nerdy.
Star Treks I saw, the only Star Trek I ever saw were the movies with Chris Pine.
Oh, those are cool though. I like the first.
Yeah, those are cool.
The 09 one, I like that one. The hardcore Trekkies didn't. I think they were like it was too fast paced and too action orientated. I think, and the older movies were slow, man. Like some of the movies were like really slow. That's why
with Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. I actually like the shows more than the movies for the most part on Star Trek. Like I like Generation.
I've never seen an episode.
Damn.
Like with LeVar Burton.
Yeah, but see back then, man, like this was back in the early 90s, and we had to take what we can get back then, as kids. You know what I'm saying? If I was like, it was a show where they had motherfuckers shooting lasers, I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in.
This is cool.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I watched it back in the days, man. It's just like that's what was on TV, man. So
might as well watch it, right?
Yeah, on basic cable, you know what I'm saying? Fox. But yeah.
There's a movie that I'm really interested in watching. It's Ghostbusters.
Oh, damn. I was just gonna say, yeah, I definitely forgot to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want
it looks good.
It looks good, man.
Yeah. The son of the original director, not Rick Baker, but Ivan something. I forgot his last name. But he's the one that's directed. His son's directing this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And his dad's been, he's been on set too, you know what I mean? So that shit's cool, man. It's a family thing, man. So that's what's cool about it. So he respects the material and everything. So they know what they're doing with this one, man.
And I'm glad that it's not like a revamp. They're just continuing.
Yeah, like this 2016 shit. Like it was
that was. I didn't even watch it, bro. To be honest,
I did. I rented it. And I was like, the jokes didn't land for me on that one. That's one of the things. Like, and then it wasn't like, even though Ghostbusters is kind of a comedy, it still had horror elements that were creepy.
It did, yeah.
This one didn't. The 2016 really didn't. It had it felt like Disney, like a Disney movie. Or
goofy movie, huh? Like goofy ass. That's the one with Chris Hemsworth, right? Thor was.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. He's probably one of the funniest parts about that movie because he just plays like a dumb blonde secretary, and so yeah, but the cameos suck too. The cameos were horrible from the original Ghostbusters.
Who comes on in it?
All of them. The secretary, they all come out, but they're not playing the roles that they originally played. They're playing like different people, like completely.
Okay.
So that was weird. So I didn't like it. I thought it was weak sauce. You know what I'm saying?
No, apparently a lot of other people didn't like it either because have you heard about part 2? No. It didn't.
Yeah, because
didn't do good.
They're like, nah, we're gonna pretend this didn't exist. Yeah, but you know what they've been doing? The Sony or whoever's in charge of Ghostbusters, they've been releasing the old Ghostbuster cartoons on YouTube for like free.
Oh yeah,
and they have some good episodes. Like they have some legitimate creepy episodes in some of those.
I don't remember a Ghostbusters cartoon episode.
Yeah, there's one that's based on Halloween, and the demon or the head of it is like this pumpkin. It has a pumpkin shaped head, but he's really creepy. Samuel, I think. And I think that's part of the original Halloween mythos or legends or whatever was tied to that. So that one's really cool. They have a few other ones. Did you ever see the Boogeyman one? Or well, you said you don't remember. Nah, that one's fucking creepy. Oh man, that shit gave me nightmares. It's like this bizarre looking fucking creature. He kind of looks like the Joker in the face, but he has like goat feet and a tail, and he's wearing like this fucking tuxedo looking thing, but no pants and shit. You know what I mean?
That's creepy.
It's really, it's shit.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Technical difficulty, guys.
That one was definitely one of the creepiest ones. There's another one I like that's really cool. It's about vampires and werewolves. And, those obviously aren't ghosts. Werewolves and vampires are not ghosts. So the Ghostbusters didn't even want to deal with it. They were like, nah, fuck that. But they got gold for it. Like this little girl gives them gold money. Like, hey, come to our town and help us. And the twist ends up being that the werewolves turn into vampires or something. Just like this weird mix.
That's strange.
Shit. And then it's a fight between both of them, the Lycans. And at the end, Ghostbusters pretty much just makes them turn all against each other. And they're like, we got to get the fuck out of here pretty much before this shit. I mean, we handle ghosts, not monsters. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, this is a little too much.
It's a good episode. I definitely encourage, the younger crowd to definitely check them out, man. It's like, that's what got me into
Sony, huh?
Yeah. The Ghostbusters YouTube channel has it.
Speaking of Sony, did you watch Venom vs. Carnage?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
I didn't see it either.
Okay. I heard it's a little bit more comedic than what people expected, which is the downside of it.
I haven't even read the reviews about it, so I don't know how it did. But I wasn't a big fan of part 1, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a bummer because I really like that guy, Tom Hardy. He's a good actor.
He's the reason I went to see it, and not just that, but the visual effects I thought looked cool on Venom.
It did look cool,
It was definitely the plot itself and the villains were kind of weak. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like a '90s superhero movie instead of
it did feel like that way.
Yeah, bootleg Marvel.
There was something missing about it. I don't know what it was, but there's something missing about it. So that's why I'm like,
Did you see the Morbius trailer? Are you familiar with Morbius?
I didn't know. I just seen like the screen shots of it. I haven't I haven't
It's
seen the
good.
actual
I think
trailer.
it's cool, man. But hopefully,
Jared Leto, right?
yeah, Jared Leto. But because it's Sony, like, who knows how this will go?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we'll see.
That's the
But
bad part about it.
I hope it somehow ties us back into Blade, man, because I really want to see a Blade movie.
Oh yeah, with
I
that
heard
guy. That's a what's his name? God damn, Marsha.
he has a really long name. I think the new guy, the new Blade.
The new Blade. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good actor.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been in a lot.
I like
of
that dude.
movies.
I think he's gonna do a great job in that film.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see that.
There's an Easter egg apparently in that new Marvel Eternals movie. They said there's the sword, Blade's sword, is in there or some shit, and you could actually hear his voice or some shit. But I haven't seen Eternals, so I don't know.
I haven't seen it either. It came out,
mixed opinions on it.
Yeah. I was bummed out to hear about that because
when it comes to Marvel, I'm not familiar with Eternals at all. Like Marvel Comics, the original.
Me neither, bro. I had no idea who they were until I heard about the movie coming out.
I was like, who the fuck is
Apparently, they've been around forever.
Yeah,
they got old ass comics. I don't never read one comic from the Eternals, but whoever has those comics, man, you're gonna make some good money. Save that.
Yeah, definitely.
Get it graded.
I'm excited for. I'll tell you what. I'm excited for Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I heard it's gonna have a lot of horror elements. That's why.
Oh, really?
We're tapping into demonic shit. Maybe even Mephisto. That's like the Satan version of the Marvel universe.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people thought he was gonna come out in WandaVision, but apparently that was just. It wasn't. That's not what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry.
But I'm excited, man, because Doctor Strange does ties into some weird shit. You know. And I watched the animated movies. Did you watch it?
The What If?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it.
Okay.
I really liked
the Doctor Strange one.
I thought it was cool, man.
Okay.
He went a little crazy.
Zombie one?
Oh, that one.
You know, you got to talk about that
shit. Yeah. I read the actual zombie books.
I remember the Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies, yeah, I have it. It was a pretty cool story. I actually liked it.
Okay. I haven't read them, but I remember the artwork. Because it was like very prevalent. Yeah, I seen it everywhere.
They redid it too. They redid it like I think 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And the new story, so it's not like it picks up from the old one. It's a new story.
Oh, just
and it's really good. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's some virus that's going around, and all the superheroes they go in and investigate. And the virus is deep inside of Galactus, so they go into Galactus.
What the fuck?
They find him. He's like dead, right? So they go inside, and then they get trapped in there.
Oh shit!
They get trapped by mutants or superheroes that are already zombies. Like for example, Thor tries to escape, and on the way outside of Galactus, he has to fight. What's his name? The Marvel version of Superman. He's got like this punk haircut. I can't remember his name right now.
It's not Captain Marvel, is it? Or
no,
I know there's like
Captain
male
Marvel.
versions of her too, and like female. Damn, I can't think.
Gladiator, that's his name. He has to fight Gladiator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like the Marvel version of Superman. He can shoot beams from his eyes. He's super strong. He can fly.
I heard that's what they got in the Eternals. They got a dude that's like Superman.
Yeah, I think they have a version of him too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see that movie. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own opinion, you know? So we'll see. I mean, it's got a good cast. Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
The dude from what's that show? HBO show.
The
Game
Indian
of Thrones.
Or,
that dude too.
Yeah.
The guy from Game of Thrones. 2 guys from Game of Thrones.
I mean, it's Marvel. You know what I mean? They do good shit for the most part. That Kung Fu movie, Shang-Chi.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, God, that's just good. If you're into Kung Fu shit.
It's good.
Half of it, but it's weird, though, because half of it is that Kung Fu type shit.
Okay.
And the last half is straight up Marvel superhero fighting CG monsters. You know what I'm saying? But, man, I watched it with my mom, bro. Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Damn, twice.
And she liked it too, man. I was surprised, man, but she loved it too, man. She really liked it.
Okay, then I gotta go watch it.
It's a fun movie. I'll say that. And especially don't miss out on you have to catch the very beginning. Like, don't leave the popcorn. Just watch that first half.
I'm gonna just stream it. Fuck it.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Disney Plus. Hell yeah, stream it. Yeah. But it's really cool, man. It has some excellent scenes in it, man. Like,
okay,
really
I was curious to watch that movie. I was like, I don't know. But I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, hopefully Marvel comes out with that dark shit, man. That's what I want, man. The dark.
I would really hope that they come out with something Marvel Zombies. That would be cool.
Yeah, the movie
I think a lot
version.
of people would be into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it's a cartoon version, that'd be cool.
I think they might continue what they did with the What If into a season. I think they have a season 2 coming out, man.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, that's what I like about WandaVision too. They had that horror elements in it, you know.
A little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of horror.
Witch
brujerías. Witchcrafts and shit, man. But it was cool. Yeah. I can't think of nothing else that I was going to talk about. Except were you ever into like Charlie Brown's Great Pumpkin and all that shit?
Nah, man, I was never really into Charlie Brown. Never saw any of the cartoons.
Well, let me ask you this: Are you a fan of like back in the day when TV shows, or even now when they would it could be any show, and all of a sudden that Halloween episode though, everything's all spooky and shit. Yeah, I love that shit too, man. I love when TV shows do that, man. Like
especially The Simpsons.
Yeah, The Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror, man. I love that shit. I still watch that shit. They're really creative, man, with that shit.
I like the episode where Mr. Burns is Dracula.
Oh, yeah, cool the Burns on it.
Yeah.
That's a classic one, man. I remember that shit, man. They got some good ones, man.
They do have some good ones. Yeah. I was actually watching one of the latest because I haven't seen The Simpsons, honestly, bro. And I don't know how long it's been. I haven't kept up with it.
I feel you.
But I was cooking and I was watching one of the episodes. It was all right. It was cool. You know, it still has its thing.
Simpsons. I mean, isms.
Yeah. It was funny. It was cool.
Yeah. But shit, I don't know what else to talk about. To be honest, that was one of the main things. Like I said, I didn't really get to catch too many horror movies this October. Any new?
I did watch this cool series on Netflix. It's called Midnight Mass. It's pretty interesting. It's about vampires.
Cool. Oh, damn! Really? Is it? How good is it? Like,
it's good. It's not like it doesn't have like all these gory scenes, anything like that, like 80s type. But it's more of a drama movie. Series.
Gotcha.
So the premise of it is it's about a little town. It's an island actually, and you have to take a ferry to get there. It's somewhere off in the East Coast. I'm not actually too sure where.
It's probably Maine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So you have to take a ferry to get there. So it's secluded from everything else. But it's a small little town. Fishermen, pretty much what everyone does. They have a little church. They have a preacher. Anyway, the town preacher, he leaves. He's an old man. And another younger man comes and says that the preacher, he's sick, so he can't make it. So he's going to be taking over for quite a while. Anyway, what happens is the old man, he went to Jerusalem. And there, something happened, and he gets lost out in the desert.
In Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he comes across an actual Dracula. And I don't know, I think he mistakes him for like an angel for whatever reason. But the old man is dying, and so this angel, which is actually a Dracula, gives him his blood so he can live.
Damn.
So the old man comes back as this young preacher. And so the preacher gives a little bit of blood to everybody during mass, and everybody's getting better. Like for example, there's this little girl, she's in a wheelchair, and then after like a week, she doesn't need it anymore. She miraculously is walking again. And another guy, he's got like back problems, and he gets better. So like little miracles start happening. People start getting better, but it's because he's giving these people Dracula's blood.
Damn, gotta get that Dracula blood.
So it just keeps getting further and further, and it's pretty cool. It's a good show. So if anybody likes vampire movies or Dracula movies, I think you'll enjoy this show.
I think I'm gonna watch.
Don't expect anything gory though.
What? No gore.
It does have gory stuff in it, but not like to the extreme.
Oh, okay. I still gotta watch Salem's Lot, man. I gotta watch the 70s old school, show that they had.
I'm still trying to finish that goddamn book.
Damn.
I'm still like on chapter 2 right now.
Wow. Actually, you know what? I did watch something cool. I'm a fan of the character in general. John Constantine, aka Hellblazer comics from the Vertigo comics from the 90s and 80s. They had an animated movie. It's called City of Demons, and And basically, it's a typical John Constantine thing where he has to make deals with devils and he screws them over and all that kind of shit. It's if you're familiar with Hellblazer comics, it follows very similar beats, all that. But I thought it was done cool, man, because it's a city of demons. But what it is it's L.A. So he comes to L.A. I forgot what happened. It was something where some weird shit's going on with demons and souls and all that shit, and he finds this devil, and this devil kind of hires him to do some shit. And but they end up fucking each other over. And then there's another Aztec demon that used to be like, I guess, the king of LA or before, human settlements and all that shit. So he's from that era. And so they fight him first. And then, it's this typical, Constantine shit, but it's done well, man. Like the animation. Okay. And so, yeah, if you guys are interested in that, definitely watch it, man. I'm a fan of did you watch the Keanu Reeves Constantine?
I did watch it. Yeah.
It's shit like cool. That, basically. Yeah, it's cool. Shit like that. Except, Matt Ryan voices Constantine, so he has that British accent, so it's more true to the comics and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's right. He is
it's a little bit more humorous and shit. You know what I mean? But it's always kind of a downer too, though, because John Constantine, his thing is in the movie version of Keanu Reeves was different, but in the real version, he basically was trying to help this girl in the past when he was younger, and she had a demon in him, and he tried to use another demon to get her out. And what ended up happening, she ended up dying anyways, and she ended up being cast to hell. And so he kind of lives with that guilt. And so all those stories center on that. It's always in the background. And he knows that when he dies, he's going to hell because of that. So that's another thing that is kind of like just in the back of his head.
I see.
If you always see the artwork, it's always him featuring like skulls and shit and creepy looking shit. And my interpretation of that is like, because I'm drawing a piece right now on it, and the skulls and shit like that represent death, and they represent mortality, you know what I mean? And so when you see that around him, it's kind of a reminder of where he's going. Like, you're gonna die and you're going to hell, and this is just kind of like a reminder. I think that's what it means, because I always see all his covers and shit always.
That's a good analogy, yeah. I think it makes sense.
Shit, yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking. I think I was just high or something. I was just thinking that shit. But that is a piece I'm working on. It's gonna be. It's creepy, man. That's skulls.
Nice.
I'm using the movie. I mean, not the TV show version of him, and it's a bunch of skulls and shit. But it looks cool, man. Like, it's based on a cover, I think, from the comics.
Okay.
And stuff. Yeah. So.
Hey, have you heard anything or have you studied anything about NFTs?
Yeah, it's a little controversial, apparently. But I know people, some artists are making money off of it. Some people are just saying it's like a gold rush type thing.
It is like a gold rush. I mean, why not get in it though, if it is?
Yeah. But I guess the other thing is apparently it's causing some kind of pollution problem or something where they housing the NFTs or whatever, or the data banks or whatever. And it's causing some kind of, I don't know, some kind of pollution or something. It's bad for the environment. Yeah, that's the controversy about it. You know,
I didn't hear about that part.
In regards to that, if I find out my shit's getting sold by somebody else, I'm coming after y'all, motherfuckers. So y'all better not get my shit off
like
Twitter
Candyman.
or anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm coming after y'all, like Candyman. Say my name 5 times, all the Lunatik. I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, not 3.
It's 5 actually, man. It's actually 5 for Candyman. It's 3. You're thinking about Bloody Mary. You know?
Oh, okay, that's right.
Candyman got you saying that shit for like 5 times.
Fuck, man.
By the 4th time, you're like, I don't know about this. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is.
But yeah, did they look into it, man? You might be able to sell your art.
Yeah, Rob Bacon. Shout out to Rob, my cousin. He mentioned it to me. So we'll see. I told him, I'm like, well, see if you can get a cut. You know what I'm saying? If you can help me sell them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Start off with the piece you did for the book Wrath of the Undead.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Wrath of the Undead. Yeah,
we'll see where it goes. You never know.
Yeah, I just made I made a few websites like 2 weeks ago, like more websites that sell prints and stuff. So hopefully I'll start selling on there too, man.
I had an idea about that actually. I was gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
To sell that piece, right? That you did, the color piece for Wrath of the Undead, where it's the 2 main people and it's overlooking the city.
Oh yeah, the poster thing
on the bridge. Yeah, to sell that piece, and then whoever buys it can get an actual PDF copy of the book.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, I think
we got to figure out how to set it up.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, I was looking into it. I was reading about it a little bit, but I need to read a little bit more about it. Okay. Get into depth into actually how to set that up. But yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll
I'm also setting up an
revisit the
Amazon
topic.
store.
What?
Yeah, I'm setting up an Amazon store for art, and well, not just art, but for like shirts and shit. But I'm still waiting. I guess it takes like 2 weeks or something. But I was gonna sell those Raffle Undead pieces on there as well. You know, like on shirts and shit, because they handle the merch. It's kind of like TeePublic, except it's Amazon, and it's a little harder to get into though because you can't just put out anything because it can't be copywritten shit. You know, I can't put out like
fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? But I've been selling well though on TeePublic, man. A lot of my horror pieces are doing good, like my Michael Jackson Thriller tee. That's everybody always buys those, man. So I've been
that one's cool.
Still. Yeah. So
man.
We still making money, you know what I'm saying? Hey. So
it's all about the greens.
All about the green, baby, you know.
All right, bro. Well, it was good chatting with you.
Yeah, it's an hour, man. We gave y'all an hour. It's the Halloween special, man. You know, we had to do something for it, you know what I'm saying? We almost didn't do it. Yeah. You know, do the scheduling.
Yeah, it's a little late, but it's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Belated, but hey, man, it's spooky, man. If y'all into the spooky shit, you already know where to go, man. Shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Make sure to put in those spoiler alerts.
Yeah, I need to
put those sound effects.
But now since we're doing video, I can put the little, like, you know, I can put the little captions and shit for like your website or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Shit now. We're doing videos now, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this is gonna be uploaded. You know, the regular way we do. You know what I'm saying? For podcast or whatever. But I'm also do this one for YouTube and all that.
Cool.
You know, all that.
That's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, check us out.
All right, brother. Well, good chatting with you, bro.
Same here. Likewise, man. Hopefully I'll be able to see you soon, or I'll meet up with you soon, man. Give you those videos or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So sounds good, brother.
For sure, bro. All right, people.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right. Peace.